Hello, everyone. Greetings. I am Kathy Ford, your South Carolina Conference United Women in Faith President, and I welcome you to our United Women in Faith Virtual Learning Together program. Welcome, everyone. We have over 170 registered for this time of learning and time of sharing together. Wonderful. And included in those attending are several program presenters. I would like to introduce you to them now. Angela Allen is our South Carolina Conference United Women in Faith Membership Nurture and Outreach Mission Coordinator.
Hello, everybody.
We also have Ruby Hanna, the South Carolina Conference United Women in Faith Treasurer.
Hello, everybody.
We are joined by Sue Owens, the Southeastern Jurisdiction President.
Howdy, folks.
And Kim Love Quick, our South Carolina Conference United Women in Faith Communications Coordinator.
Hello, everyone.
And Samoria Session, our Program Advisory Group member.
Hi, everyone.
Please know that Treasurer Ruby will be participating in the question and answer segment near the end of our program. You will not want to miss her information, so stay with us, please. Let me review our agenda with you, reminding that the purpose for today is to reveal details about our new brand name, United Women in Faith. We are all learning together, and we will grow in knowledge and understanding together. So let's take a quick look at our agenda. Share the screen, please.
Can you see the screen?
That looks great. Thank you, Kim. So we've already had our introductions. Next, you will hear about the new logo and our name, United Women in Faith. We will have an opening prayer. The brand training information will be shared with you, where we specifically discuss why refreshing, what's changing, and what is staying the same. And our candid response to the new name, several of us will give you our 2-sentence immediate response to when we learned we are now United Women in Faith. A question and answer session will follow, and then additional questions will be shared, questions we have received in advance in response to offering this time together. A wonderful short new video on United Women in Faith will be shared, and we will close our time together in prayer. So at this time, we'll share the logo with you and explanation.
Sorry, y'all. I guess the easiest way to do it is just to look here.
Yeah, I just did the arrow because it's one of those files I sent.
Yeah, I had it pulled up, but it turned. Let me stop sharing and I'll pull it up for you.
It's a beautiful logo, so we definitely want you to see it here. Hopefully you have seen it in your response magazine.
Go.
There you
Okay.
go.
Our new logo features our new name of United Women in Faith next to the Christian cross in muted yellow, blue, orange, and green to reflect our forward-looking faith and the diversity of the organization in God's world. The wonderful qualities of our beautiful new logo are that the colors are the cross symbol, are fresh, open, and aligned with the goals of the United Women in Faith to remain modern, inclusive, and relevant, said Ray Grant, Senior Art Director for the organization. It really does embody the goals of the organization and hopefully makes all the members proud and excited to be part of the future of the United Women in Faith.
Thank you so much. And now we will have our prayer, opening prayer.
Let us bow our heads and open our hearts as I read this prayer by Tara Barnes from the March and April edition of Response. Comforting God, as we embark on our new journey as United Women in Faith, we look to you for hope. The challenges we face are new and as old as time. Sometimes we feel lost, sometimes we lose faith. Help us remember that our faith in you is our greatest strength, that our faith in one another can change the world. We must carry on the legacy of hope entrusted to us as women of faith, as followers of Christ, as children of God, as leaders of a vision for the kingdom. Gracious God, envelope us in your love. Let it feed us, heal us, open us to all that could be. Fill us with the love so full we can't help but share it with others. Amen.
Thank you, Samoria. There are some important bits of information which I want to be sure that you hear expressed today. We have been known by 25 different names since our beginning in 1869. It's true. And those of you who took our Mission Youth Study, Women United for Change, 150 Years in Mission by Ellen Blue, you will remember her 2-page chart with all of those names, connected, dated. It's huge. Some of those names I want to remind you of today. We have been known as the Women's Missionary Society Christian Service Guild, the Ladies' Aid Societies, the Wesleyan Service Guild, the Women's Missionary Society, and the Women's Missionary Association, just to name a few. And you probably already remember and are aware that this year we are celebrating the 50th year that the word united was added to our name. So let us just remember that we have held many, many names over the years, and these new names have always responded to the need and the call of the times. There are also 2 Bible verses which are frequently associated with acquiring our new name. Mark 2:22 and Isaiah 43:18 through 19. Let me repeat that. It is Mark 2:22 and Isaiah 43:18 through 19. Ruby will share those passages with us.
Mark 2:22, the New International Version. And no one pours new wine into old wineskins. Otherwise, the wine will burst the skin, and both wine and the wineskin will be ruined. No, they pour new wine into new wineskins. And another version from the Common English Bible is, No one pours new wine into old leather wineskins. Other words, the wine would be lost and the wineskin destroyed. But new wine is for new wineskins. Isaiah 43:18-19, the King James Version is, remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I will do new things. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. The Common English Version, Bible version is, don't remember the prior things. Don't ponder ancient history. Look, I'm doing a new thing. Now it sprouts up. Don't you recognize it? I'm making a way in the desert, path in the wilderness.
Thank you, Ruby. The passage on wineskins references the need to put new wine in a new wineskin holder. And similarly, our changes, improvements, and updates are also housed within a new package, a new name for a new identity. The content and the package are both refreshed. The second Bible passage invites a new journey, traveling to new places, experiencing new things as they grow and appear. Let us move into this new future together. Let us go hand in hand, step by step, sharing our refresh. More changes will be coming and rolled out as time progresses. Our website, uwfaith.org, is one place, along with Response Magazine, to learn of the updates. Know that these changes have come forth in response to concerns for a diminishing size to our membership numbers. Conferences across America have been aware of and concerned about their dwindling numbers. They have shared those concerns with our national officers. Much prayer, discernment, study, interviewing, and evaluation has provided this path forward. Where was God calling us in the moment, and those coming next to carry the baton? United Women in Faith and all our new programs answer that question. At this time, we will share a PowerPoint with you and give detailed explanations. The PowerPoint presentation was shown in January of this year to the Jurisdiction Program Advisory Group Cohorts meeting, and in February of this year to the Conference Member Nurture Outreach meeting. The opening slide says, the pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects it to change. The realist adjusts the sails. And that is a quote from William Ward. Next slide. Past that one. Thank you.
Why are we refreshing our organization? Well, back up. Okay. As Kathy just said, the numbers are dwindling. Contributions are going down. Of course, we can blame a lot on the pandemic, and there are some units that have not started meeting again. But there are also some other issues. Now, you may have been asked 4 or 5 years ago, when you were registering for an annual meeting or a Mission U, or some other gathering, if you would consent for UMW to contact you. There was a reason for that. 24,000 members and non-members were surveyed to determine what was going on, what wasn't right, and what needed to be improved. Next. 80% of existing members feel positive about our organization. That's great. We like what we see, we like what we do, we like what we believe, for the most part. Next. 97% of non-members affirmed UMW work as mission, service, and faith. It's pretty good to know that outside world knows what United Methodist Women have been doing all these years. Next. However, for non-members over 55, 70% found the way UMW gathers to be uninviting. For non-members under 55, 80% found the way we gather to be uninviting. In other words, non-members see us as having boring meetings. The idea of sitting around gossiping for an hour, having a 10-minute program, and then having refreshments was not appealing to a lot of people. Sitting in meetings for an hour did not have a whole lot of purpose for folks. They want action. Next. For non-members under 55, nearly 60% found the average age of members too different from their own. Non-members under 55. The average age, too different. You reckon they see us as being old? Next. 62% of women of all ages consider themselves spiritual, understood as being a whole person who is connected to humanity, nature, and the Bible. Of all the areas that were surveyed, there was the greatest amount of agreement that folks consider themselves spiritual, connecting to humanity, nature, and the Bible. Next. Black people represent 13% of the US, but only 4.5% of United Methodist Women membership. White people represent 90% of the United Methodist Church, but only 61% of the United States. Folks, we have a lot of work to do. How are we going to appeal to these new women? Next. Well, how are we going to do that? We've got that base of membership. Those of us that the under 55 group said was too much different in age. We've got to grow the base. We've got to reach out to different races and different ages and different people that work, people that are retired, all different people. And somehow we've got to build that pipeline that connects the base to the new folks. Next. Kathy?
I think you're the what's changing. I'll do the what's staying the same, Sue.
Oh, hello. You
That's
are
right.
correct. What's changing? Next. New and improved, refreshed brand look and story. You've seen the new logo. We have a story to tell, but it doesn't do any good if we keep it to ourselves. A new, easier to navigate website with special portal for members. Now, Kathy has already told you that it's uwfaith.org. Just remember that all of those letters are small letters, but none of them are capitalized. A special portal is the Mighty Networks that is coming up. We will be able to, in future times, be able to access Mission U possibly through Mighty Networks. Soul Care Retreats with Templates, a recruitment and spiritual nurture program. It is presently a pilot program using templates for members and non-members with special emphasis on nurturing our bodies, minds, and souls. Perhaps you have participated in a Faith Talks episodes where you have experienced taking care of yourself. An example of these retreats. Mission U innovations. From now on, there will be one Bible theme for 3 different curricula each year. There will be, this year, there is one for children, one for youth, and one for adults. And it's not screen shared, but our topic this year is who can we be together? A biblical exploration of Luke 13. All 3 groups will be experiencing Luke 13 in their different ways. A new national membership option. Folks can now join through the new website. The new website allows for people that don't have a unit in their own churches to become part of a national unit, or those that have their own unit, they can now become a member of a bigger group. Next. More targeted giving options. If you desire to give to a national mission institution, such as Killingsworth, the Bethlehem Center in Spartanburg, and our other 2, you can. My mind went blank.
It's okay.
All right. You have those options. Or if you want to give it to a spiritual growth opportunity, that is a possibility. Ruby will be talking about new tools for treasurers, one of which is the new Vanco Faith, which will be a internet availability for treasurers so that they can manage, collect, and distribute conference and district finances digitally. Leadership Development Days innovations. This year, LDD will be held at Assembly. Only those who are in person at Assembly will be able to take advantage of that, however. The new prayer guide takes the place of the prayer calendar. It has opportunities each day to have lectionary readings. It has opportunities to learn more about our various mission projects. Next. More ways of connecting with members through digital resources, our Mighty Networks. I spoke a little bit about that earlier. It is a connecting resource where you can carry on conversations with people all over the world. Leadership Touchpoints newsletter for United Methodist Women or United Women in Faith leaders. And a new Thrive newsletter that will come out to each one of us as soon as we click on that join on the website. Next.
So what is staying the same? Thank you, Sue, for sharing about the newness and the updates. But you're wondering now, what is staying the same? Next slide, please. We are and we remain part of the United Methodist Church. Yes, we are. We are the only official organization of women in the United Methodist Church. And our legal name will remain United Methodist Women. We are United Women in Faith, conducting business as United Methodist Women. Our purpose statement remains the same. The organized unit of United Methodist Women shall be a community of women whose purpose is to know God, to experience freedom as whole persons through Jesus Christ, to develop a creative, supportive fellowship, and to expand concepts of mission through participation in the global ministries of the church. This remains. Our 5 channels of giving remain. We still contribute to pledge, world thank, gift to mission, gift in memory, and special mission recognition. All remain. Our organized structure remains. There is a small structure that can work and assist those with smaller size units, smaller number of participants. And those offices are president, treasurer, secretary, and chair of nominations. If those 4 offices are filled, a unit can function and that's president, treasurer, secretary, and chair of nominations. Our Constitution and bylaws remain unchanged. At this time, they stand as written. Our mission focus of spiritual growth, leadership development, transformative education, and service and advocacy, all of those remain, again, unchanged. Our purpose to know God, mission focus, these remain. And our social justice priorities and campaigns, they remain. Absolutely, they stay. They are part of us. Our national organization has chosen mass incarceration and environmental justice as the continued social action quadrennial focus. And within South Carolina, our social action district coordinators will also continue to pay attention to quality education, expanded physical and mental health services access as legislative issues for 2022. And our selected South Carolina statewide action focus for 2022 is predatory lending in all its many forms. This, in a nutshell, gives you a brief explanation about the refresh, what has changed, and what stays the same. We'll end the screen sharing now and give you very brief, candid responses to when we first heard the name United Women in Faith. Angela, myself, Sue, Samoria, and maybe the rest of our presenters will join in. Angela, lead us off, please.
So the United Women in Faith, it's just that. We are a group of doers. We are not afraid to roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty. We are leaders of women in faith.
When I heard the words United Women in Faith, I joyfully exclaimed, that is me. I am a woman of faith who gives thanks to God the Father.
In the words of that wonderful United Methodist woman, or now woman in faith, who couldn't be with us, Betty Sue Buttermilk, the way it's always been done ain't working no more. So I will support the change by learning more of the new developments, supporting United Women in Faith prayerfully and financially, and encouraging others to do the same.
I was excited about the name change, just because hopefully it'll bring more of my generation and people that are in my age, caliber closer to becoming women in faith.
I attended one of the soul care sessions, and I was happy to see that I was able to invite someone to join me, and they were a non-United Methodist member, as well as they were under the age of 50, and they had a fantastic time. And it was a great opportunity for us to showcase what the United Women in Faith actually would bring to the table with the new name, with the new look, with the new brand. And so I'm excited to see this roll out. I'm excited to see what is in store for our membership, as well as what's in store for our future.
Thank you all. And now we will share a few question and answers that were selected specifically to be sure that you gain familiarity with these particular points.
The first question we're going to start off with is, will these changes impact me and my local unit?
All of our traditional structures on the conference, the district, and the local levels, including the circles, remain intact. These new tools and programs are additional options available to you and your unit to help you better nurture current members, recruit new members into the organization, and manage your unit's finances. But how are these decisions made?
As part of our strategic planning, guided by the board of directors and the program advisory group, we have conducted an enormous amount of research over the past 5 years. The new name, programs, and program innovations are fruits of that research, along with prayerful efforts to discern the times for our organization. The member-elected United Methodist Women Board of Directors, along with input from the PAG, has guided the organization throughout this process. We've conducted surveys, focus groups, and interviews with more than 24,000 United Methodists and women of other denominations and Christian traditions. The changes in programs are data informed and tested to address the needs and life stages of current and future members.
The question has been asked, why didn't I get to vote on the changes? Well, there is a structure in place. When you attend annual meeting as a voting delegate, you vote on those who you wish to serve as your elected officers for the conference. Those elected officers of your conference vote on voting delegates to go to the jurisdiction meetings where PAG members and board of directors are elected. Board members and PAG are the ones that make decisions for our organization. It's kind of like when you go to the polls in November and vote. You vote for who you want to, and hopefully they will represent you, but sometimes that doesn't happen, but sometimes it does. So there is a process, much like voting in civil elections. And that is why the general membership did not vote on the changes. We have elected officers that did.
What does the rebranding have to do with these changes?
Brand is a term most often associated today with commercial marketing, but in reality, everybody has a brand. Brand is just a term to describe what people can expect to experience when they encounter you. Branding encompasses the things that we do, our look, our actions, our voices, our messages. that help people let know who we are and what we are delivering. Rebranding the United Methodist Women means that we are refreshing the way we tell our story. We are updating our programs, our resources, and our outreach efforts so that we can better nurture current members, and that we are more attractive to welcoming new members of diverse backgrounds and life stages by meeting them where they are. But where can I learn? I'm sorry, what new tools and programs are coming?
So one of the tools that we want to focus on tonight is the website. A new, easier way to navigate the website. The new website will have a homepage designed to pique the interest of women new to our organization and start them on a journey to membership. The homepage will also include a special portal where members can log in to access resources specially designed for them. Where can I learn about all the changes underway in our organization?
There is a good source of resources. You can check out the response articles and other free downloadable resources available on the e-store under member resources, and they will give you an overview of the changes underway. That website is uwfaith.org. I highly recommend everybody take 2 minutes and go on there, register as a member. Even if you're a member of your own circle, it allows you to get that Thrive newsletter instantly and sets you up for those touch points. Take time to do that. It's very good resources. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela and Samoria, for sharing those questions. We're going to lead off the response to questions that have been sent to us directly with our treasurer's question. So for Ruby, we had the question, will local units need to change the name of their bank account?
Okay, as far as the bank accounts, nothing will change anytime soon. We will still use the same checks, same deposit tickets, same endorsement checks. The checks still should be payable to SCCUWF. Another question was, why did the change take place at the end of the quarter? The change took place when the new website was ready. Nothing to do with the end of the quarter. It just happened to work out that way. And also, the treasurer in New York will be communicating some updates and steps to the conference treasurers and district treasurers in April. The download and resource page is a good place to access information, including the frequently asked questions and the new brand information.
There were some other questions that were have been asked. Why is the purpose not on the website? Well, the website is a work in progress. The website is, the purpose is in the discipline. It is still in the daily prayer guide, and it is also in the program book. We have not drop kicked it to the side. It is still there. Can we use the new logos? Yes, you can. Various people have said where to find it. Resources, shop. And under there, you can find what you need. Do you have to be a United Methodist to be a member? Well, you never have. Anybody, any female woman can be a member, and even male clergy at the present time. So come on down, join, grab folks off the street if you want to. All are welcome. Bring them on in. Let's see. And I think that's pretty much all that we've gotten that have been asked. So if you have any questions that we can answer, get in touch with us. You know where we are. Thank you.
Someone asked about the unit survey, and the unit survey will be released at the end of April. So be on the lookout for it.
Well, thank you so much to all our presenters. We're nearing the end of our program. We do have a very short video that you can find yourself on uwfaith.org that we hope to present now, and then we will end with a closing prayer. Please enjoy.
To adapt to change with grace.
To not be afraid to do the right thing.
To reach out to people who are different from ourselves.
To reach inside ourselves to nurture our soul and spirit.
Boldness takes a special kind of strength and conviction. It takes a strong heart.
It takes a strong heart and a solid faith.
And a solid faith.
Acting boldly means having the strength, faith, and grace
to change the world.
Acting boldly means working together as sisters
to improve the lives of women, children, and youth.
It means helping people locally and globally.
Working at shelters, delivering meals, and supporting those who need it most.
It means standing up for social justice.
Acting for climate justice and working to make systemic changes that will last.
It's our responsibility.
It is our responsibility to inspire others.
To inspire others.
To inspire others. Influence change and make an impact in the world around us.
We are called by God.
We are called by God.
We are called by God.
To act boldly.
To act boldly.
To act boldly.
United Women in Faith is up for the challenge.
To put love in action.
And we are calling on all bold, spiritual women to join us. Women like me.
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 Women like you.
Acting boldly, showing up, and making a difference begins with all of us.
Most of all, it begins with you.
Kathy, before you move forward, I do want to share with you how to get to the United Women in Faith website. At the top, you would just type in uwfaith.org in your address bar, and you can click on menu. And this is the membership join that was spoken about earlier. You can click here to join us. But if you want to get to the brand, the new logos, then you can go to the shop and download under resources. And that will take you to the UMW Mission Resources page. And then you'll see under catalog, it says downloads and resources. And here in the middle, you'll see United Women in Faith, brand elements and frequently asked questions. There's the YouTube video that was just played, the brand guidelines and logos. This will have all of the logos in the different colors. It also has the brand guidelines and talks how you can use these logos. There is the PowerPoint that was reviewed today, as well as some frequently asked questions.
Thank you, Kim. Let us close our session with this lasting prayer. This closing prayer comes from the March April Response magazine by Tara Barnes. So let us hear it, the same prayer, with a new knowledge and a new meaning. Comforting God, as we embark on our new journey as united women in faith, we look to you for hope. The challenges we face are new and as old as time. Sometimes we feel lost. Sometimes we lose faith. Help us remember that our faith in you is our greatest strength, that our faith in one another can change the world. We must carry on the legacy of hope entrusted to us as women of faith, as followers of Christ, as children of God, as leaders of a vision for the kingdom. Gracious God, envelop us in your love and let it feed us, heal us, open us to all that it could be. Fill us with a love so full we can't help but share it with others. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.